If you've ever dreamed of growing fresh vegetables in your own backyard, I know I have. Joining us to share some tips is gardening coach Marlena Wolf with Guidance for Growers. Thank you so much for having us today.
Oh my gosh, thanks for joining me.
Oh, okay, so we are in your garden right now. Right now it doesn't look like much, but there's a lot going on below the surface.
That's right, that's right. Spring has sprung in Kentucky, and we are prepping our beds. We're actually building some new gorgeous cedar raised beds. We're gonna fill them with our lovely soil blend. I've got a bunch of plants germinating in our little grow room in the basement. It's totally makeshift for now, but I love nurseries and growing all things edible. So yeah, we're ready to get things going, and we've got garlic coming up, which is exciting.
That is exciting. Okay,
a huge bed of it.
Yeah, so like with any project, whether it's like home improvement, arts and crafts, we got to have the right tools. What types of tools do we need? At least a starter kit for beginners.
Well, you need a shovel.
Okay.
And I don't know. It just depends on how you want to garden. If you want to, do an in-ground garden, you're going to need to like smother the sod, maybe with cardboard and straw, or you can just remove the sod with a shovel. And then, you can layer it, like I said, with the cardboard, or you can till it with a rototiller. And just plant directly into it.
Well, that's what I was going to ask you. Okay, you do a lot of raised beds. Do we have to have a raised bed? What are the benefits?
Okay, so the benefits to the raised bed is you're putting good clean soil in it. We use like a third topsoil, a third compost, and a third of sand, so you get good drainage and aeration. You get the microbial life, like the nutrients that you need. And like the soil structure that you need. You don't really know what's going on in the ground if you don't do like a soil sample or a soil test. So that's one benefit. The other is height. And so that allows the roots to get nice and long, whereas the ground could be more compact, like the soil could be more compact and reduce that. And it keeps the kids and the animals from trampling the garden space. Let's be honest about that.
Which is a thing, right? That is a thing.
And it helps your back. If you don't want to be crouched down on the ground all the time, you can do a foot tall bed, 18 inches or 24 inches. So 1 to 2 feet is amazing for all the things we talked about, and your back. So
yeah,
that's the benefit.
Yeah, I'm all about saving the back. Okay, so when it comes to vegetables, I know that different vegetables need like different environments, right? Like what do we need to know before we're choosing what we're gonna grow?
Well, like I said, a soil sample would be good to kind of determine your basic nutrient value in your soil. Primarily the macronutrients are like the NPK, the nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, but then the micronutrients are important too. So you're kind of testing some things so that you can amend it. That's the positive thing. Like you can amend any kind of soil. It may take longer. Some might take longer than others, but typically it can work out. So that's the first thing. And the second thing is what do you like to eat? What do you like to grow, right? And do you want to do like the cool season stuff or the warm season stuff? Because those are different on regards to timing. And so when it comes to kind of like laying out a garden bed, there's so many ways to do it. You can do it by the season. You can do it by the crop family. So I don't know how to answer that question.
It's a broad question.
We like to interplant, which allows for like contrast of color and heights and texture, so that it's more of like an ornate, like beautiful, rather than just rows of tomatoes.
Yes.
So
absolutely.
we can kind of sprinkle in different things, which adds to the aesthetic appeal, I think. And it attracts beneficial insects and repels pests.
That is awesome.
Bonus, and it reduces the need to rotate your crops.
That's good. Okay, so you're giving us just a little like kind of crash course through this, but you're actually a professional gardening coach. Tell us what that is.
Well, I started off on an organic vegetable farm years ago. Then I started my own farm for 4 years. We owned and operated that and closed the business to start a family. And so I thought, gosh, how can I still grow food as a profession without being the farmer? And I found that the Louisville residents and businesses have been very receptive to learning how to grow edible gardens like successfully and feeling educated and empowered and inspired. So we started off just doing online education and workshops, and we quickly got into on-site consultations and garden lessons and full installations of building the raised beds, filling them with soil, planting, garden design. So we're kind of doing it all, and it's a blast. So
that is amazing. Okay, so if someone wants to really, really learn about gardening, you're going to guide them. But what if someone's just like put a garden in my yard. Will you do that as well?
Yeah, I mean, we totally meet our clients where they're at. If they have no knowledge, if they're an intermediate grower or they're a seasoned grower, like we are happy to help in whatever capacity that we can. We just want to empower more growers and create like more gardening retention among the people.
That is awesome. And if people want to get in contact with you, what's the best way to do that?
The website, guidanceforgrowers.com. We've got our online courses there, and our upcoming, our Thursday night garden party series is coming up. It's going to be a blast, outdoors, like-minded people. And, you know, it's a range of 6 weeks, I think, from April to June. So that'll allow some retention or some like reiteration of information.
Yeah.
But yeah, online, and then you can see our services and products there as well, and tons of freebies. So capitalize on those, right? Because that's a good place to start. Because it's all hyper local. Because you can Google and YouTube tons of information, but sometimes it's not really appropriate for your like hardiness zone and like your area. So it's a lot of time that we can waste that way. So
it's get some information and have fun.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I love
or we could just build you a garden, plant it, and you can tend to it and enjoy it.
Yeah, there you go.
We do the heavy lifting, you enjoy it. Like that's kind of our style.
Awesome. Well, Marlena, thank you so much
You're
for having us to your garden.
Thanks for having me. It's a pleasure to be here.
For Great Day Live, I'm Joanne Dixon.